Just waiting on some more. I'm not sure who we had last match actually. We did definitely had all Forgotten Gamer was there, but I think Fives is trying to throw together a scrim. I think someone else from we got level 99 Pikachu. He's here.
With the orange esports by Pikachu. Ray, Fives, no friends, Mighty Totems.
If I can remember the lineups correctly, we had Legion team. We had Glacius, Plague Rider, Tempest. Fuck, who was their carry? And the Hellborn team, I remember, had Keeper, Pebbles, Prophet, Tremble, Bubbles. But oh, that's right, Miraxis on that Legion team as well. Hugely powerful hero, especially with that Tempest.
Apparently, don't delay your stream, just go. Went from E dot. Not too sure if you want to do it though, might get a bit of that ghost going on. It's all up to you, man. Yeah.
That's right, Glacius, Chronos, Miraxis, Tempest, Plague Rider, Keeper of the Forest, Prophet, Bubbles, Tremble, and Pebbles. Remake again, apparently. Level 99 Pikachu apparently needs a remake. I don't think we need a remake. Obviously, Buds is in the game.
Clearly I'm here. Maybe level 99 Pikachu obviously didn't see that. I'll just let him know.
Just let him know that Buds is here, and we don't...
We don't need that remake.
Nah. So we've got Keeper going down here. Looks like he might be getting an aggressive jungle. Obviously, no friends playing that Bubbles. He's going to be in that suicide lane. Pretty standard. But he might have a Keeper nearby to help him out. Obviously, Keeper can't really do much by any means. But you know, once he hits level 6, I mean, he could put a little bit of harass on there. Especially if this Kronos looks to be in that bottom lane on his own. With a potential Glacius Miraxis double mid. Prophet going to go perhaps that solo role in the middle, although Pebbles is here as well. You'd assume 99 Pikachu going to be getting most of that farm. And Tremble doing the standard top lane solo. He's got his mound down. He's ready to go. Obviously, you haven't had much time to have a look at the lineups, Buds, but what do you think so far?
So far it seems pretty even in the team picks right at the moment. We've got a pretty strong team coming up from this Legion side. A lot of AoE ults coming out. This Hellborn side though, very good. CC is stun and control, very aggressive. I don't know what Keeper was doing there, maybe going for one of those courier kills, or even just delaying the lane a bit.
Yeah, I think he's delaying a lane because it's going to force Kronos to back a little bit. He's going to take a little bit of harass holding the creeps there. Or he's going to have to pull the creeps into the tower, and he does it quite well. He keeps them out of the tower range, or else that would have pushed the lane back up in Bubbles' favour. So it's a little bit of a tactic there, a little bit of a cheeky tactic. So Bubbles can have a little bit of his own there. However, I definitely think a Bubbles is going to have an okay time against a solo Kronos. Kronos is going to take a lot of harass, and they may need that Glacius perhaps to roam bot even, to give him a bit of assistance.
At the moment, like you said, we've got that dual lane mid happening. Pebbles actually came mid as well, so Profit and Pebbles for that Hellborn side, just doing that dual lane mid. Looks to be, though, in the Legion's favour at this moment. Meraxis and Glacius chucking out a lot of that harass, Profit not so much.
Trimble doing okay in that top lane. He's got his Terror Man down. He's starting to get those auto attacks out with the Impalers. And call for a DC. No, never mind. Kaiser Prime maybe having a little bit of trouble there. Kronos already forced to pop a health pot. So he's obviously taking a lot of damage from this Bubbles, and the lane getting pushed back because of it. And he is going in as much as he can here. And looks like Merax is soloing that middle lane at the moment. Glacius did go for that Invis rune, however Keeper, being that little bit fast, ends up getting there first. So while good support coming out from that Glacius, unfortunately not able to capitalise on that rune. Despite having wards around and stuff, he will just go back to doing a bit of harass. Maybe a Tundra Blast or two as well. But yeah, as you said, it's shaping up a little bit. I mean, the gold lead is tiny in favour of the Legion. However, the experienced lead is starting to make a bit of a difference. Part of that, I think, coming down to that Plague Rider in the top lane, able to deny so much against that Tremble.
I mean, that skill of his, what's that called? Extinguish skill, very potent, sorry. Especially if he's away from where Tremble is, denying him XP from not even getting denied XP, denying him outright experience. Very crucial, considering Tremble probably needs to get a bit more high levels. A bit of action going up top though. Glacius just chucks out one of those contagions.
You mean Plague Rider?
Glacius off.
Yeah.
It's the ice skin.
How could you? It's the ice skin. Yeah. How could you forget the King Dry Hump on that Plague Rider doing work? And again, we see more of this holding the creeps just above the tower range, so they're not gonna. He doesn't have to fight the tower.
Oh, hey Dan, what's up?
User was moved out of your channel.
That's all good. Interruption by Channy there, jumping into the TeamSpeak channel, getting a bit keen. Going back to that bot lane, Red Bull can. I mean, he's saving up his money at the moment. He's got a little bit saved up. He's got the 500, but he's definitely not doing too well by any means. But he's staying alive and he's getting some experience, which is definitely good. He actually seems to be getting a little bit more experience than Bubbles just hitting level 5 then. But Bubbles definitely taking a command in this lane. He's got his Ring of the Teacher, he's got that mana regen, and he can just keep harassing this this Kronos out. Kronos is definitely going to have to play a little bit smarter. Tempest coming nearby with that haste though, trying to make something happen maybe. This Bubbles is pushed up, although they do have a lot of creep protection as well. But I think he has seen this Tempest drive. No, he hasn't. Tempest getting in there with a couple of auto attacks. The Shell Surf out to take cover. Bubbles will be fine, but it does give Kronos a little bit of time to capitalize on a bit of that farm.
You just keep a carving up this jungle here. 28 creeps kills already, and his GPM is only third on the Hellborn side. So we definitely need a gank coming out eventually, but with a Plague Rider with Tremble on his hands, pretty much can't do that at this time. Mid's doing fairly well, considering Glacius has no creep kills at this point. Merax is definitely taking all of them with his 24 creep kill lead. Still not as much as what he could have, so definitely missing a few there, just with a few denies coming out from Pebbles and Profit. Bit of action going down bottom lane. Tempest just stunning on Bubbles here.
Now Bubbles in a bit of trouble. I mean, he doesn't have the Shell Surf, he doesn't have the mana for it. He can do a take cover, perhaps try and bait one out, but perhaps the leap coming out from Kronos at the last second. Bloodlust kill coming out just under that tower. Kronos waiting to the last second just in case. And definitely good play there, obviously. Bubbles, unfortunately, in that suicide getting taken out. And this is going to allow Kronos a lot of time to farm. He's got that life tube now as well. That's really helped. He should be getting back on the charts now.
Bit of action going on mid. Pebbles coming in, tossing Glacius back into Prophet. Prophet with that too much nuke damage going down there. So Harry Shell on that Prophet, picking up credit for that kill on Glacius. Great toss though by Pebbles, played by that level 99 Pikachu. Up top as well, Tremble and Plague just throwing off a bit of attacks at each other. Plague popping that Hell Potion, so he'll be fine. Keeper is coming in, he is level 6, and maybe looking to push this top tower right now. Got a lot of creeps there as well, so Plague will just have to back off with no mana. He can use an extinguish, so, but won't give him too much. Enough for his ultimate or a blast, and there's the blast right there.
Yeah,
so definitely this top tower will be going down unless he can get his TP maybe in for one of the people in mid, but it doesn't look too promising. So top tower will be going down to that Hellborn side.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying as well, especially with the Keeper minions and Boris helping to push. And Plague Rider, I mean, all he's got the Contagion, but his other ability, the Extinguish, just puts his tower in a weaker position. Obviously, he doesn't have those creeps with him, and it looks like the Legion team will just obviously let that go while they keep pushing here. So perhaps they'll make some sort of defense. Glacius moving to that bottom lane, perhaps going to set up a defense down there. Because it looks like this Hellborn team, they just keep pushing. I mean, Plague Rider's on his own here. He is level 6, but with all those creeps, not much you can do. Glacius will throw his Tundra Blast out a little bit, trying to get those creeps back down. Not the same story by any means, but Bubbles, no friends in that bottom lane. He's pushed right back to the tower as well. Actually, probably a more favourable position for him, especially as, I mean, even if Legion team were to push with that Tempest, those minions are quite squishy, and you know, one Shell Surf will almost wipe them out completely. Looks like they're still pushing in that top lane though. Keeper and Boris and Tremble still grouping up here. While this is happening, Mirax is still just farming, although the ultimate comes down from Tempest. Ends up taking out that Keeper of the Forest. Tremble's in a lot of trouble here as well. He will try and burrow away. Not going to happen though. He ends up trying to run away, as I believe the Tempest stun proccing there and taking him out. So, good teleports coming in from Tempest, level 7. Using that ultimate, using that Elemental Void, pulling him in.
Yeah, so great Tempest ult there. Great reaction time from Glacius as well, putting that Glacial Imprisonment out. Unfortunately, Keeper popped his ulti maybe a little bit too late. Probably not much it would have done earlier though, so I guess did all he could.
While this is happening, we're starting to see some items get picked up now. Obviously, we mentioned Kronos with that Life Tube. He does go the Steam Boots. Miraxus himself, he's got his Mystic Vestments and Steam Boots. Tempest going the Steam Boots and the Mana Ring route. And Plague Rider, Steam Boots, Mystic Vestments. Obviously going for that more tanky kind of role now. Miraxus got to be in a little bit careful here. Pebbles is nearby. Throws the stun out. There goes the Shell Surf as well. The Song of the Sea. Miraxus ends up throwing the Chainsaw Massacre, but he is still quite tanky. Teleports are coming in, and it looks like the Hellborn team will back off. Glacius is here as well. End up catching Bubbles out. King Dryhump getting credit for the kill on that Plague Rider. Keeper is nearby, but obviously nothing he could do, as his ulti's still on cooldown. He will throw the creep minions out though, little tree dogs, and try and do some damage onto this Glacius. And Pebbles is coming back in as well, so Glacius got to be careful. The stun coming out. One more auto attack, level 99 Pikachu on that Pebbles, getting credit for the kill there. And it looks like they're going to group up here, perhaps do a little bit of pressure on that middle tower. While this is happening, Chrono's still standing nearby, potentially ready to jump in, get a pick. It looks like they will just go back to their respective lanes. Tremble still sitting in that top lane. He's getting a little bit of farm to himself. And gold per minute charts. Obviously, Pebbles getting up there now with that last kill. 330 gold per minute. Tremble's up there as well. 318. And Chronos 330 for himself. Getting a little bit of harass coming on him by that Bubbles. But he will be fine, of course. Bit of action in that mid lane, actually. Keeper ultimate ends up going down. Plague Rider getting taken out as a result of being held still. The huge nuke damage coming out from Prophet from Pebbles. And Keeper of the Forest is on the run now. But he is in Viz and he will be fine. Tempest perhaps going to be a little bit careful. Although he does have plenty of minions nearby.